Greetings, my friend. Hello, and it's me again, Mutwa Timothy Nhlengato. Today, let's talk about the blueprint to life. What do I mean by the blueprint to life? We're talking about how to successfully coexist. How are we supposed to relate to one another? How are we supposed to relate within ourselves to our own individual selves? You see, to be able to live successfully in life, it is very important that we adopt the correct attitude. Now, there's many scholars that have been actively involved in teaching us on how to go about living in a positive manner, relating positively with one another. But what is important to note is that in order for one to be able to live positively, it is important that you start within yourself. So, if you adopt the correct kind of attitude within yourself, then you will be able to take that attitude from within you, spread it to those around you, and then your life is going to be on the right track. So, in short, what are we saying? How do we refine our attitudes and characters to guarantee us a successful way of life? Now, there's many scholars that talk about this particular topic. It's been addressed in many different books and many different presentations. The philosophies come from diverse sources. But what I'm going to bring you today is what comes from the Bible. Now, that is the best-selling novel. That's the best-selling book in the world. The author, nobody has sold as much as the author of the Bible. So, I'm going to give you information from the best source. Now, the best source happens to be the author of life. And the author of life happens to be the manufacturer, mankind's manufacturer. So there is no better source to get information about mankind apart from the source himself, the creator. So let's get down to it. Now, don't let me bore you with all of that introduction. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna get my philosophy for today's presentation from the book of Colossians. And that's where you will find reference to what I'm going to talk about. So first of all, the matter of self-attitude is addressed. It is said that in everything, we as mankind have got to give thanks and have got to have the correct type of attitude, which is a positive attitude in everything that we do. Now, the word is you do everything as though you are doing it for Christ. So therefore, whatever it is you experience, you have to say thank you, you have to give thanks, and then do and perform and live as though you are doing it for the Master himself. Now remember that as we live on this earth, everybody, as long as you were born, you are breathing, you have another breath to take. Remember that you have an assignment and a positive assignment to contribute to this world. So for as long as you live, just know that when you are breathing, there is an assignment that you have to fulfill on this earth. So don't rush to die and go to heaven. No, 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 no. What you have to be careful of is that you live a full life completing your assignment before you can worry about leaving this earth. When your job has been completed, when your assignment has been completed and well done, well performed. So first and foremost, that's what it is. The attitude that you have to adopt has got to be your attitude improvement. You turn your attitude to positivity, and then we can begin to see how you relate with other people. Now, it is preached, it is taught that you relate with God first vertically, and then you go horizontally. So the improvement of your character has got to be due to your focus vertically on God's assignment for your life. And then when that is in place, then we can talk about relating to the people all around you, your loved ones, your colleagues, whoever it is, your neighbors. Then you can be able to relate to them. So you get things right first on the vertical sphere with the Almighty, who fixes you on the inside and makes you complete and reveals to you who you are. And what your assignment is, when that is done, you will never find yourself complaining or worrying or whining about anything. Then when you are fixed, then you can relate positively to everybody else. It is no use trying to be nice and pleasant to everybody else when you, on your internal side, you are still damaged and you are not fixed. So you've got to be fixed. And once you are fixed, you will know that by your positive perspective on life. Now, bitterness is a sign that you still need healing on the inside of you. Anger is a sign that some attention still needs to be given to you. It needs to be identified. It needs to be identified where that anger comes from, what births that anger inside of you, and that needs to be addressed early enough, immediately, so that that anger is uprooted, and then you are left with a fresh inside feeling, which you can then transmit to everybody that is around you. Now remember, we can only transmit to others that who we are on the inside. Just as a cold stone of coal will make you feel cold when you touch it, but when it is hot, you feel the heat. While you are a distance away from it, you feel that this cold stone is in fact very hot, and you don't even touch it. So is the case with our personas as well, that people can sense who we are before we even say a word by what we emit from the inside of us. So if we want to be a positive influence in this life, we've got to fix who we are on the inside. And God, through His Holy Spirit, is able, is willing and able, and wants to do that. Fix and turn around those hearts of stone, soften them up into spiritual hearts, into tender hearts, into sweet hearts, so that wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you say, spells positivity. So, successful coexistence begins with self-correction, self-positive existence. So you've got to exist peacefully within yourself. Before then, you can exist peacefully with people around you. So, now that we've taken care of you, self, now let's go on to the people around you. Then it is said that the wife has got to honor the husband. It is easy for a positive wife, for a warm-hearted wife, to honor the husband. You see, honor comes with singing praises. Whatever it is whenever you think of talking about your husband, what comes to mind is the positive things that he does, that he is, that he represents. So now that is now you honoring him. You wish him well, you support him at whatever adventures or ventures that he is venturing out on. And when you talk about him, all that comes to mind is positivity. That will only be easy once self has been corrected. If self has not been corrected, all you will be seeing is negative, negative, negative. So which is why it is important that before we talk about you honoring your husband, you've got to first love yourself and correct yourself on the inside through the Holy Spirit, He who is willing and able and wants to help you fix you. Allow Him to fix you, and then it will be easy for you to see the positivity in the people around you. Now you see, my hand, the color on this side of my hand is not the same as the color on this side of my hand. Even when I touch my hand, it feels different this side as it does this side. So which means that to every situation, there's two sides. You now have to choose whether you want to view the positive side or the negative side, but the choice is yours. Life will deal you situations. Life will present adventures to you, but it is up to you to decide how you want to interpret them. The same thing that you can complain about, somebody else who views life from a different perspective will be smiling and will be grateful about. You probably ask me, how can I be happy and smiling about failure, or how can I be happy when things break down? Well, that seems sad, but if you are a thankful person, you will turn that around and say, oh, okay, let that failure be a lesson. It has been presented to me so that I can learn something out of it. And when you take away a lesson from every failure, from every sadness, from every hardship, when you search for the lessons and embrace those lessons through your own personal introspection, when you do that, you will become a better person. Because then where you failed yesterday, you will not fail tomorrow. Remember, it is foolishness to keep doing one and the same thing every day and expecting different results. Sometimes you find yourself in a failing situation because you keep doing the same thing and yet you are expecting to get something different. But you've told yourself that this is the way that it has to work. So therefore, in a relationship, if you are the wife, you've got to heal your inner being, root out all forms of negativity, root out bitterness, root out anger. And when I say root out, I mean literally ask the Holy Spirit to uproot it, root out everything out so that you start living a positive and happy life. But remember, it is also a personal effort to train your mind and then train your lips to speak that which is positive. It's easy to just want to revert back to a negative perspective, to a negative speech, to negative thought processes, but you've got to train yourself to think positively, to then speak positively. Then you'll be able to honor your husband. Now, if you are a wife and you are on and you begin now to honor your husband, I promise you, watch your marriage turn around, watch your relationship turns around. If you are a woman and you're hoping to fix your relationship, start honoring the man in your life and watch him turn around. Watch the connection between the two of you grow stronger and more positively. That's all a man wants. If you honor your man, I promise you he will do anything and everything for you. Men are easy beings. Men are easy creations. All they need is honor primarily. If they get honor from you, you will get anything you want. So ladies, this is easy for you. Keep it in mind and begin to practice it. Remember we said it starts with you and God. Holy Spirit fixes you on the inside and helps you ease the process of honoring your man, and everything becomes easy. Now let's talk about the man. You men have been instructed to love this wife. For this woman to be able to honor you, to make it easy for her to honor you, you've got to love her unconditionally. Now, loving her means you've got to be caring to her. She has got to see you do things for her which she hasn't even asked for. But you are continuously in a thought process of wanting to do things for her. You are studying her and seeing what she needs and what she likes, and then you bring forth that which she needs, which she likes. You say the words that she needs, that she likes. You spend time with her and make her feel valuable. When you do that, then you will make it easy for her to honor you. So remember, yours is to love her, hers is to honor you. But for her to be able to honor you, she has to feel the love from you coming and coming and coming. So if she's giving you grief right now, ask yourself one question. Are you loving her the way that she understands love to be? Are you saying the right things to her? Are you doing the right things for her? Are you spending time with her when she needs you the most? Or do you think that just because you are providing it is all enough? No, it is not all enough. Study your woman. Understand how she interprets love to be. And then zone in on that. Your job is to love her. Her job is to honor you. So you love her, then she will be able to honor you. And you will be able to love her if you are not bitter. if you are not angry, if you are not negative, then again, it goes back. You have to fix yourself, your relationship with God, and have the Holy Spirit fix you on the inside, uprooting all that negativity so that then you love her and then she'll be able to honor you. Let this work. If you begin to show her signs of love today, if you begin to show her that you are honoring her today, watch her reaction towards you turn around. Watch your relationship gets fixed. Then we go to the children. To the children, the instruction there is that you obey your parents, as in the Lord. Which means now that why must it be emphasized to the child to obey the parents? Well, obedience is primary when it comes to God. He expects all of us to obey her, to obey him. So remember, habit builds character. Habit breeds character. So for you to be able to honor God, you have got to be able to honor your parents. If you have been honoring your parents, it becomes easy for you to honor God. Remember, your parents are in your face. You see them every day. You see them every time. You take instructions from them every time. If you have bred within you a character that is receptive to receiving, that is receptive to instructions, that is very happy to work and do good things for your parents. If you have trained yourself like that, then it will become easy for you to do good things also for God. Now, you also have to be fixed on the inside. Have no anger for either of your parents. Have no bitterness towards any of your parents. Have no hatred towards any parent. None whatsoever. Fill your heart with love and positivity. Fill your mouth with words, sweet words about your parents, about your family. If you have filled your lips, your mind, your heart with all this positivity, then your relationship with God will be very, very easy. And when your relationship is easy with God, the world is there for you to conquer. And lastly, to the servants, it is said that they must serve with excellence, not as to by face, but as unto the Lord. Now, what this means is, if you are an employee, your task is that you serve your master timelessly. You don't have to be the kind of person that limits his efforts towards his master. Serve your master with excellence. You seek promotion. You seek better remuneration. You seek recognition. You will not get that if you deal with your master with a bitter heart. But if you deal with your master, if you face your employment and your vacation with positivity, with excellence, executed with exceptional skill, then whatever it is you want is going to be done for you. It will be promotion after promotion. It will be recognition after recognition. It will be bonus after bonus. It will be opportunities opening up for you even beyond where you are today. But the key is with you. So hence, in conclusion, I'd just like to say that the blueprint to life is a positive attitude. And a positive attitude will enable us to coexist positively with people around us. And if we have positive coexistence around us, beginning with the family structure, the family environment, and then going out there to society and to work environment and to the church environment, then we will be networking positively and effectively, and our lives are going to take off in an exceptionally brilliant manner. So, my friend, to you I say today, adopt a positive attitude and watch the world open up doors for you. Doors as you never thought would ever open for you. But it all begins with a positive attitude. And you carry that positive attitude wherever you go. Whatever you do, you serve it with excellence. Whoever you speak to, be as pleasant and as nice from deep inside. Don't let it be a faked performance. Let it come from deep inside. Be the sweetest, be the kindest, be the nicest, and be the best. at what you do, and then the world will be for you to conquer. Be blessed.